director with the Pampered Chef and host of What's Linda Cooking. What am I cooking today? I am cooking a Zesty Ravioli Skillet in my enameled cast iron skillet with lid. That is this one right here. So stay tuned and see how I do it. So I have a little bit of oil just simmering here. I just heated it up for a couple of minutes. Then I've got some garlic, and I need about 3 cloves of garlic. And this does the garlic press. I love the way it minces everything. And these are huge, huge garlic cloves. But it minces it really nice. And these little skins, I'm actually gonna put aside and put in a Ziploc bag for in my freezer. And that's gonna go into my soup pot because all of my ends of veggies and peels and all of that go into a bag and in a soup pot. So it's, I call it, you know, it's for when I make stock and things like that. I call it free food. So we've got 3 garlic cloves in here. And if you could smell the kitchen, this is amazing. I love the garlic press for so many things. Got a little bit of the skin right in there. It's because I don't need to peel my garlic. That's what I love about it. But it's also great for ginger and things like, oh, I threw that in there. See, this is what happens to me. You too can be a Pampered Chef consultant. So this is the garlic press. And I'm just going to kind of saute that just for a minute. And while that is going, I'm going to open up a couple of cans. And I forgot my can opener. So here we go. I hope you can see that. This is my smooth edge can opener. I absolutely love this because it just takes the top right off of the can. Where the factory crimped it, that's what, you know, they just will uncrimp it. So I love that. Just turn the opposite way, and then there's this little thing right here, and that will take the lid off. So whenever I have some leftover onion, I put it in my prep bowls. This is the 2-cup ones. We have 1, 2, and 3 cups. And I just have it in there. Sometimes I'll slice it all up. Sometimes I'll chop it all up because then it makes prep so much easier. But this is my manual food processor. I call him Manny. He's my sous chef. And this is just going to chop up all of that onion, but I use it for salsa. I use it for chopping up for like tuna salad and things like that. I just absolutely love it. It comes handy. It's not electrical. I love that. And so this is the manual food processor, or Manny, my sous chef. So we're gonna come back to my skillet. We're gonna put the onion in there. We're just gonna saute this very, very quickly. The onion is going to cook. Normally in the recipe, it actually calls for tomatoes with the onions already in them. So I do not, you know, get that normally. I will just get regular diced tomatoes. For this one I have diced tomatoes, and then I have tomato sauce. The actual recipe calls for 2 of the diced tomatoes, but I actually like just a little bit of diced tomato and then the tomato sauce. And that's the great thing about cooking for yourself, because you can adapt the recipes to suit you and your family. So I'm just gonna cook this just to boiling, and let me put this on. Okay, so we're cooking with our enameled cast iron skillet with lid. I love this because I can put it on top of the stove and then into the oven, and then from the oven back on top of the stove to finish off the cooking. What do I use it for? Braised chicken, an amazing 1-pot meal. Chili lime pork, another great one. It's normally just my husband and I cooking, so I will make a beef stew in here. If you need something bigger, you could get a 6-quart Dutch oven. Same design, just bigger. Again, with that functionality of going on top of the stove and into the oven and then back again. And bonus, it's dishwasher safe. This is something that is a perfect item for every kitchen because of its versatility. You are going to just love it as much as I do. And then I'm just gonna season it up a little bit. This is my grinder set. We've got the salt, and you can put the pink Himalayan salt in it, and then we have the fresh ground pepper. And fresh ground pepper is so much better in this stuff that you get than the stuff that you get in the can, because in the can or the bottle, it could be not peppercorns. It could be things like the branches and the leaves, where if you are grinding up peppercorns, you know that it is peppercorns and not any of the fillers or anything like that. So mixing this with my small mix and scraper. If you do not have this, this is the one that I bake with. This is the one I cook with. I leave it into the pan, go get spices. It doesn't melt because it goes up to like 400 degrees. So I love, love, love this. This is my go-to, but we also have the mix and scraper, the small mix and scrapers, classic scrapers and all of that. But I also love that they don't stain. It's very hard to stain these, so I can leave it in the tomato sauce and it doesn't stain. Okay, so my sauce is busy just kind of getting going. And this is a vegetarian meal. And you might be saying, Linda, why are you putting linguiça in a vegetarian meal? And that's because, remember, when you make it yourself, you can do things like that. So what I'm doing, my husband would like some meat in his ravioli skillet. So I've got linguiça, and you can use ground sausage in this if you wanted to. You could do vegetarian, but you could do ground sausage in it. You can do ground linguiça. I just happen to have this bulk linguiça, and so that's what I'm using. And I'm using my chef knife. I love this. It's got full tang, their lifetime guarantee. I love that it has the little Pampered Chef here, and that's not just for decoration. That's actually where your fingers go. And you can see how I hold my knife, my chef knife. It becomes an extension of my hand. So that is, we have a whole set of knives, and you can also get the whole knife block set. It's actually something that makes great housewarming, great shower gift, that sort of thing. And we do have showers that we do bridal showers and that sort of thing, those types of shows. And this is one that actually the whole knife block set is something that my niece is getting for her shower. That's what we're giving her. So this is gonna go in, and then one more thing. So I got my linguiça in there, and I've got some cheese ravioli, and I'm gonna use my professional shears. I love to open up the bag. I love these. There's so many jobs in the kitchen that you need great shears, and those professional shears I absolutely love. Got my linguiça in there already. Now I'm just gonna put these in, and then I'm gonna mix it up. So we have two different shears. We have our professional shears, but then we also have our just plain old kitchen shears. And here's what I like both of them for different reasons, but I have to tell you and I'm just gonna let this cook for about 10-15 minutes, and then I've got a couple of other surprises that I'm gonna add. But the kitchen shears, I love these also because these are, they have this nice little holder. The other one does also. And then these come apart for easy cleaning. I love, love, love these too. So both of them are in our line and you can use. So get yourself some great shears, either the professional or the kitchen shears, and you will be all set for those jobs like, you know, cutting twine or cutting chicken and things like that. Okay, remember I told you about the ends of my veggies and all of that. Here is what I do with them. All of the ends, the peels, the garlic skins, all of that goes into a bag. And then when it comes time to make stock, I am going to put it in the deluxe multi-cooker, and that is going to make my stock. So this is what I say when I say free food. This is just all of the ends that you would normally just throw out. This is going to make a beautiful stock. So I've got my adjustable double grater here, and this is what I love about it. It has the fine side for your Parmesans, your Romanos, and things like that, but it also has your larger grate for your cheddars, your Monterey Jacks, but also your mozzarella, and that's what I have here. Also comes with a finger saver. I always throw caution to the wind, and it also comes with a cup that you can set this on and it will collect all the grain. But I'm just using my board. And by the way, this is our large groove cutting board. I love our cutting boards. I love that they don't move around. They have that gripper so that they don't move around. And we do have many sizes, as well as our flexible cutting mats, small and large. So I love those. And why, you might be saying, well, why do I need to have freshly grated cheese? I can just get it from the bag. Well, number one, it's more economical, and we're all trying to save some money here right now, but look at this cheese. But it also doesn't have cellulose powder in it. When you get the bag cheese, it has cellulose powder in it, which does not let it grate as, let it melt as nicely. So this is gonna be really nice melting cheese. Plus it's not gonna have all those additives in it, and it'll save you money. Okay, so now here's some of the good things. We are going to put some heavy cream or whipping cream in here, about 1/3 of a cup, and we have great measuring tools, but when it's heavy cream, I'm not really going to be really measuring it, because to me more is better. And so we're just gonna kind of mix that in. And then one of the last things I'm gonna do, and doesn't that look nice and glossy? That whipping cream just finishes it off so nicely. Then one of the last things that we're gonna do, I have my stainless colander, and we're going to add some of the baby spinach on top. And I'm gonna cover it and let this wilt. Once it's wilted, then we will stir it and then put in a little bit of that cheese on top, and this will be done. Again, 20 minutes start to finish, and this is done. Okay, so now we've got this all incorporated, and we are just going to sprinkle the mozzarella cheese right on top. Wait for this to melt. Shut it down because it doesn't need to be on. And then wait for this to melt, and we will enjoy this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. One skillet meal done. And here it is, the Zesty Ravioli Skillet, done in about 20 minutes. Perfect weeknight meal, all done in the Enameled Cast Iron Skillet with lid. It is a perfect weeknight meal.